Karen reported a street vendor for no permit, then stole from them and got arrested. What would you do if you saw someone destroy a stranger's livelihood over a petty grudge? On Rose Street, where the scent of fresh mangoes and roasted corn filled the air, Maria's fruit stall was a beacon of hope. For years, she poured her heart into her small business, serving neighbors with a warm smile. But one scorching afternoon, a woman named Karen stormed into her world, her voice sharp enough to cut through the market's hum. "You're breaking the law," she barked, waving her phone, already dialing city officials to report Maria for lacking a vendor permit. The crowd froze. Maria's hands trembled as she tried to explain she'd applied for the permit, but bureaucratic delays left her waiting. Karen didn't care. Her complaint wasn't about justice. It was personal, sparked by a minor argument over bruised apples days earlier. By sundown, Maria's stall was shut down, her fruit confiscated, her dreams teetering on collapse. But this wasn't the end. It was the beginning of a storm that would expose Karen's true colors and bring justice in a way no one expected. Maria wasn't just a vendor. She was a single mother, scraping by to feed her 2 kids. Her stall, a patchwork of wooden crates and colorful tarps, was her lifeline. After Karen's call, city inspectors swooped in, citing regulations Maria couldn't yet meet. They took her inventory, leaving her with nothing but a fine she couldn't pay. Whispers spread through the market. Karen had a reputation. She'd reported others before: a hot dog vendor, a flower seller, even a kid's lemonade stand. Each time, she claimed she was protecting the community. But her smirk told another story. She thrived on control, on watching others squirm. Maria, though, wasn't one to break. Wiping tears from her eyes, she vowed to fight back. She reached out to a local legal aid group, who uncovered a truth that turned the tide. Karen hadn't just reported Maria'd been seen lurking around the stall after hours, slipping apples and avocados into her bag when she thought no one was watching. A nearby vendor, Old Man Rico, had caught her on his phone's camera, grainy footage showing her pilfering with a smug grin. Maria's allies rallied, spreading the word. The truth was out. Karen wasn't a crusader for justice. She was a thief cloaked in self-righteousness. The confrontation erupted on a humid evening, as the market buzzed with its usual energy. Maria, backed by Rico and a crowd of vendors, confronted Karen in front of her own stall, or what was left of it. "You took my life's work," Maria said, her voice steady but blazing with fury. "And you stole from me." Karen scoffed, her arms crossed, denying everything. "Prove it," she spat, unaware that Rico was already handing his phone to a police officer who'd arrived after a tip from the legal aid group. The crowd parted as the officer played the video, Karen's face projected for all to see, her hands stuffing fruit into her purse, her eyes darting to ensure no one watched. Gasps rippled through the market. But then came the twist no one saw coming. A teenage girl, Lily, stepped forward, her voice shaking. She was Karen's niece, visiting for the summer. She bragged about it. Lily confessed, tears streaming down her face. "She said she'd teach you a lesson, Maria. She laughed about taking your stuff." The crowd erupted in murmurs. Lily's betrayal of her aunt was a dagger, exposing Karen's malice to its core. The officer's expression hardened. "Ma'am, you're coming with us," he said, cuffs glinting in the fading light. Karen's face drained of color, her defiance crumbling as the reality hit. Karen's downfall was as swift as it was public. The market, once her stage for petty tyranny, became her reckoning. As the police led her away, she stumbled, her stolen goods spilling from her bacon apple rolling across the pavement, a mango bruised and broken, just like her facade. Maria stood tall, her neighbors cheering, some clapping, others wiping tears. The legal aid group filed a case to restore Maria's stall, using the video evidence to overturn the city's sanctions. Karen faced charges not just for theft but for filing a false report, her crusade exposed as a vendetta. The market felt alive again, vendors rebuilding, their unity stronger than ever. But the real blow to Karen wasn't the cuffs or the fine, it was the shame. Rose Street knew her now, not as a protector, but as a bully who'd preyed on the vulnerable. Lily, torn by guilt, stayed behind to help Maria clean up, her small act of redemption a spark of hope in the chaos. Maria hugged her, whispering, "You did the right thing." The market's heart beat on, unbroken. In the days that followed, Maria's stall reopened, brighter than before. Neighbors donated fruit, crates, even a new tarp painted with sunflowers. Maria's smile returned, her kids running through the market, laughing. Karen's name faded, a cautionary tale whispered over evening coffee. Her arrest wasn't just a punishment. It was a mirror held up to her choices, reflecting the cost of cruelty. The market thrived, a testament to resilience, to people like Maria who built something beautiful from nothing. And Lily? She became a regular, helping vendors, learning their stories, finding a place among them. The story of Rose Street wasn't just about one woman's fall, it was about a community rising, about truth cutting through lies. What do you think? Where does justice lie in a story like this? Should Karen have a chance to redeem herself, or was her punishment fair? Share your thoughts, because every story like this asks us to weigh what's right.